You know what's wild? You can witness a crime, report it like a responsible citizen, and still end up in the back of a cop car. Don't believe me? Let's talk about Darryl, a regular guy just trying to mind his business and do the right thing. Spoiler, doing the right thing nearly ruined his life. So let's rewind. It's a regular afternoon in Chicago. Darryl's walking back from grabbing lunch. Turkey sandwich, no pickles, bless him, when he sees two guys fighting in the alley behind a convenience store. Now, Darryl's not the type to just pull out his phone and post it on TikTok. He's not filming, he's not shouting. He's doing the responsible adult thing. He calls the police. Hey, there's a fight. Someone might get hurt. It's getting rough. Cool. Responsible citizen. We love to see it. So what do the cops do? They show up, see Darryl standing nearby, and decide he looks suspicious. Yep, not the guys fighting. Not the dude with the bloody knuckles. Darryl, the one who made the call. Now, keep in mind, Darryl had nothing to do with the fight. He was wearing office clothes, holding a smoothie, and had a receipt for a sandwich. But apparently, in the world of backwards logic, holding a smoothie equals possibly violent criminal. So the police approach him like, "You call this in?" He says, "Yeah, I just saw it and didn't want anyone getting hurt." Their response? "Turn around, hands behind your back." Excuse me? Now let's pause, because this part is where the story should have ended. "Sir, thank you for calling. You're free to go." But nah, they cuff him, search him, and say matches a vague description. Of what? Someone who committed a crime 3 blocks away last week. I wish I was making this up. He gets taken to the station. They hold him for questioning. No lawyer. No phone call for hours. And get this, they keep asking him about some unrelated robbery that happened on a totally different day. Darryl keeps saying, "I don't know anything about that. I was at work. I have timesheets. I just called about the fight in the alley." And their response? "We'll figure it out." Oh, I bet you will. So now Darryl, who started the day as a good Samaritan, is now sitting in a freezing interrogation room, wondering how his sandwich run turned into an episode of Law and Order. Clown Unit. The best part? They never even talked to guys who were actually fighting. You heard me. The ones Darryl called about? Yeah, they walked away before the cops even arrived. And no one cared, because Darryl was convenient. He was there. He was black. He was alone. And in their minds, that was enough. Eventually, after 9 hours, they let him go. No charges. No apology. Just you're free to leave. They gave him back his smoothie. It was warm. And his sandwich? Gone. Confiscated as evidence. Imagine getting your lunch seized by the state. Here's where it gets better. Darryl files a complaint. He's like, "Hey, I got detained for reporting crime. This isn't okay." The department says the officers followed standard protocol. Yes, standard protocol. Arrest the guy who called 911. Ignore the actual suspects. Eat his sandwich. Repeat. Months later, Darryl's story goes viral because someone at the precinct, bless their passive-aggressive heart, leaked the Bodycam footage. And what did it show? Exactly what Darryl said. He was calm, helpful, polite, unarmed. Meanwhile, the officers were talking to each other like, "Let's run him through the system just in case." Looks like he might be involved. Based on what? His khakis? His smoothie? Once the footage hit the internet, people were pissed. Comments like, "This is why people don't trust the police. This is why folks just walk away. This is why you film everything." And the cherry on top? The police department said, "While we understand the public concern, we found no policy violations," which is code for, "We're not sorry and we'd do it again." So let's break this all the way down. A man witnessed a fight. He did the right thing by calling it in. And the system treated him like a suspect just for existing nearby. Let me ask you something. What happens the next time Darryl sees a crime? You think he's calling 911? Absolutely not. He's walking. He's muting his phone. He's calling his mom and telling her, "Stay inside. The streets are wild." And who can blame him? Because when doing the right thing gets you arrested, you stop trusting the people who say, if you see something, say something. So yeah, this is funny. In a laugh through the rage kind of way. Because it's not just Darryl. It's hundreds of people every year. People who get profiled, questioned, or detained simply for being in the wrong place with the wrong skin tone at the wrong time. This system doesn't reward honesty. It punishes visibility, especially if you don't fit their idea of innocent. So what's the takeaway? Keep your eyes open. Keep your phone charged. And if you ever call 911, maybe wear a Bodycam too. Because you never know when you'll go from witness to suspect in under 60 seconds. And if you think that sounds messed up, you're right. This is how the system works. This is how it fails. And if nobody talks about it, nothing changes. So hit that subscribe button, because we're not done. Tomorrow I've got another story. And this one might piss you off even more.